Hello everyone, welcome back at way2testing.com. So in this video, we will discuss about the Java interview question. So this is gonna to be complete tutorial series of Java interview question, and then we will cover the Selenium and Maven interview question, Selenium, Maven, and APM. These all things interview questions will cover. Okay, so although I have already covered all the topics of the Java Selenium and all the things I have covered on my YouTube channel, which is software testing tutorial way to testing. You will get a complete Selenium tutorial series and Java and all the things, REST API, these all things I have already shared. So I will give you this link in this video description. You can go to the this link as well. Okay, so video tutorials. Now the first question in the interview, they basically used to ask about the statement about the public static void main. These all things they used to ask about these all things. In that is the most basic question, and basically they used to ask for the freshers or beginners. Okay, so let me tell you, the thing is that public is access specifier or access modifier, you can say. And then second thing, static means that you can access this method without creating the object. As soon your class will get load, static method will get executed. Okay, void means you are not returning any type of the, this method will not return any value or any data. And then main means it is the main method, means JVM will get to know that from here I need to start the execution, I need to start the execution of the code. Okay, so to tell that to JVM that this is the main method, means the execution will start from here, we use the main method. And then this is an argument, array type argument, and the data type of this argument will be string. Okay, now the main question is this: can we manipulate something or not? So let me show you. Suppose that this is a I have created a simple class, like its name is a contest, and then I have a main method like main method. Suppose that inside that I have a something that this out control space, then I'm saying that this is interview practice. Okay, so this is the program. If I will run, it will simply print this value. As I told you, public access specifier static means we can execute this method without creating the object. And also static have much more things we will discuss later on, that we cannot override or something else. Void means we did not return any data. Okay, and then main means the JVM will get to know that I need to start the execution from here. And string is the data type for the arguments array. Okay, now let me run this one, run a Java application. So you can see that it has been printed out. Now the interviewer may ask, can we modify this statement? Let me tell you, in general, we cannot modify these all statements. Suppose that if I will remove this one, so you will not get the option to run it. You can see we do not having any option. You cannot change it as a protected as well. Sorry, protected. Okay, you cannot change it. If I will run again, you will not get the option. You cannot make it private, so you cannot alter your access specifier first of all thing. Now somebody saying that can we change this wide? Let me tell you, although we also cannot change this wide. Why? Suppose that I'm saying that index is equal to 10, and then I'm saying that return x, because we are using this method data type as an integer, so it will accept some return type. There must be some return type as a form of integer, only then this method will be acceptable. Now if I will run this one, you can see that I'm not getting anything. So that is the thing, that we cannot use here the integer as well or any data type as well. Okay, so this is the mainly basic question they may ask, like can we change, can we alter or not. Okay, now from very beginning starting, we will start with the array. So I think that you have seen my, I'm assuming that you have seen my video of array, or you have gone through my complete Java playlist, which is here, which is the latest Java playlist. I am assuming that I have covered all the important topics over here, like from very beginning, like what is the Java, and up to the advanced Java. I have covered all the things. Okay, so like introduction of the Java, and you will get a complete series up to the super and final key multi-threading. You will get all the tutorials up to the advanced Java, from very basic, from very scratch to advanced. Now nowadays very important question this is going on, like how to sort the array. I will start from very basic, then I will move to the tough level. eh? Suppose that in array they basically ask that how to sort the array simply. Okay, so first understand what do you mean by the sort and what do you mean by the array. So array is nothing, it will just a collection of the similar type of the data type, similar type of the elements, or similar elements of the same data types. Okay, so let me open some paint. So first, whenever any logical question is being asked to you, just imagine, just create a scenario in your mind how you will do it manually. For example, suppose I have an array of some elements. Okay, like I have 1, then I have 4, then I have 3, then I have 9, and then I have 0. Okay, now I need to sort this array, means it must be like a 0 1 3 4 9 or something else. Okay, so first of all assume that how it can be done. So first of all, just create a scenario in your mind. If you are doing it manually, how you will deal such kind of problem manually. So how I will deal? First of all, I will take my first element and I will compare it to the every element. If someone is found less than this one, I will just replace this one. So I will compare 1 to 4. 1 is less than with 4, no issue. I will move forward. I will go to the 3. 1 is less than 3, it's good, no issue. I will move with the 1 with the 9, it's good. When I will compare 1 with the 0, so I found that 0 is smaller than 1. So I will replace it this one. Now my new array will look like this one. Okay. So as you know that the first element has been sorted. Now from the second time I will take this 4 and I will move to the forward from 4 to last, from the second number to the last. So I will compare 4 to 3. Whether 3 is less than, yes it is less than, I will replace this one. This has become 3, this has become 4, and this is my new array. Again I will move with the 3 with the 9. So 3 is less than 9, no issue, it will go. I will move with the 3 and 1. Yes, 1 is smaller than 3. So I will come here, I will replace it to this one. Okay, so now the next loop will start from this one, this element. Okay, first loop we have started from 1, then 4, and then we will start from the third element, this one. So I will just move on. I will compare 4 to 9, it's okay, no problem. I will compare 4 to 3. Yes, 3 is less than 4, so I will move here like this one. Okay, now from the next loop I will compare only 9 and 4, and I will replace this one. So you, in finally you will get you have array like this one, like 0 1 3. So this is the way to sort the array. Now the same funda I will apply in my coding part. So if you have one time, if you have created the logic manually, it's nothing, you just need to write the code. So whenever interviewer is asking anything, just create a scenario in your mind how manually you can do that one. Okay, if you have found successfully logic, then it will be coded easily. Now let me write some code for this one. So let me open my Eclipse, this one, and let me close this one. We don't need any more this one and this one. Okay, so I will create a array first of all, and if you have not seen my video of the array, so please have a look on my array tutorial that I have already mentioned in my YouTube channel, like this one. So I have covered array in very much more detail. So like string, these all things I have created. Okay, so you can go through the complete list of the Java tutorial. Okay, array. This is a 40-minute lecture. You will get a complete and brief detail of the array. Now let's move on the array part. Now means how to sort the array. So first of all, let me create a array at a global logic, because we are using inside a static method. So let me create a static array like static int x is equal to this one. Okay, so suppose that I have array like 2 3 comma 2. Let me make it a little bit complex so that you can get to know how it will be sorted out. Okay, so suppose that this is there is an array which have some element that we need to sort. Okay, that we need to sort out now. So again we will use the same logic as I told you. Means I will start a looping concept and I will compare it to from the next element. So how it will be done? Simply I will create a loop like for this one, and I will say that int I is equal to 0, sorry, I is equal to 0, and then I will say I is less than x dot length. This is the method to find the length of the array, and then I will say that I plus plus. Now I have to start the comparison from the second element. Means I will pick the first element, I will compare it to the second element. So I will simply again use a for loop for the second element like int j is equal to 1 and j is less than x dot length. Okay, and I will say that j plus plus simply, and inside that I will simply write or you can say that I will create a integer temp. You can also create it at a global level. It's not important whether you are creating. Means you can have this one, and simply I will create a condition like if x, like this one. As I told you, I will compare and I will replace. So I will say that if x I means the first element is greater than to the next element, then we will replace to them. How it can be replaced? First of all, in the temporary variable we will store the value of x of I. Okay, then in the x of I will store the value of j. Now in the x of j we will store the value of temp. So then this is a simple concept to replace the uh, variable value. Okay, now it has been done. Means your array now will be sorted. Now let me check it whether it has been sorted or not. So to check this one, we have to print our complete array. So how we will print? Again we will create a for loop to print the value of my array. So I will show that int k is equal to 0, k is less than x dot length, and then I will say that k plus plus. Now in the second thing I will say that sys out control space, sorry, spelling mistake, sys out control space, and I will print simply the value of x of k. Let me tell you again that what I am doing actually. As I told you that I am just creating two for loop from, so that we can fetch the value from the first element and we will compare it value to the rest of the all element. Okay, so here I have started the value of loop from the 0, and here I have started the value from 1. So I am just comparing the first element to the second element or rest of the element. If something, if any element is less than this element, it will be replaced. Okay, so let me run this one. As I told you the logic, so same logic I have implemented. So you can see that the element has been sorted out. Okay, so element has been sorted out. Okay, so there is one more thing that you can also don't use this one. So here it will not be sorted properly. So here use I plus 1. Okay, means whenever the I will be started, it will take to the next element. Okay, so here not will be 1, it will be I plus 1. Let me run this one. You can get the more appropriate answer like this one. Okay, so now let me move to this one. Yes, so it is the logic that we will move to the next element. It means first if you have started 2, then we will compare with the rest of the element. If we have started with the 3, then we will move to this one. If we have we have started with the 2, then we will compare to this one, because these all previous element have already sorted. So here will be I plus 1. So you can also change some value. Suppose that you have some some big value like 6 or something you have, it will be sorted out. Okay, so it is a simple concept how to sort the array. In the next tutorial, I will let you know that how to remove duplicate elements from array. So thank you for watching this video, and please also have a look on my second video. Okay, thank you guys.